Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything, and I usually don't sound like this. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 10 of Cups. Satiety. You are, I think, a source of inspiration for people. The Ten of Cups is a card of like really being fulfilled, right? Kind of feeling that we're overflowing with joy and love and appreciation and gratitude, and it really is like an overwhelming feeling sometimes. Sometimes it's a card of having too much of a good thing, right? We need a little bit of context surrounding this card. So we're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. And now we've got a 7 of Pentacles, the Death card, the Ace of Wands, the Lust or Strength card, and the 7 of Wands. Here we have a 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands. We have a Princess of Pentacles and a 6 of Wands. Very nice. I like this. I think there's a lot of good fire energy here. I think there's a lot of, I mean, it kind of feels like this is the beginning of the next really big challenge for you. With the 10 of Cups, I feel like you've gotten the rewards of something. You feel so good about your accomplishments. But of course, when we linger here, that good feeling, all that dopamine, right, starts to wear off. And then what? Well, then we start looking around for something else to do. We're hungry again. We're at the buffet. We stuff ourselves at the buffet. We feel good. And then we know that good feeling is going to subside and it's going to turn eventually into hunger. And the 7 of Pentacles, that's you being hungry again. Okay. And so now I think you're extremely motivated to go in pursuit of what's next for you. What is the next challenge? What is the next goal? What's the next project you're going to apply yourself to? So I think this is the absolute beauty and joy and fulfillment of the last one. And you got the rewards. And now you're sort of hungry for the next one. And then that I think really is part of this, the dopamine and adrenaline circuit, right? Where we get that adrenaline, we get that rush. We're starting something, we're going after it. You're succeeding, you're getting that satisfaction. It feels wonderful. And that good feeling, that euphoria, right, sort of wears off. And then we're motivated to go after the next thing. And now here we are, 7 to 7, fire to earth. We're challenging ourselves. We're pushing ourselves up against the limit again. We're doing the hard thing because we want that good feeling. We want that 10 of Cups again. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to find something else to apply myself to. That's going to then bring me another 10 of Cups. So this is really beautiful. This is really a fantastic way of showing that kind of cycle of sort of effort and reward. And then that motivates us to put in more effort, right? I think this is really good for you. We're going to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. The random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're going to set it down right here with our little octopus friend, the 8 of Tentacles. I really hope it's the Empress card. Because we have the Princess of Pentacles. Anytime we get the Princess of Pentacles, I start thinking, okay, this is going to transform into the Empress, right? But this is in a weird position today. It's in the position of the obstacle or the worry, the fear. The fear is that our new effort is not going to produce the same satisfaction as the Ten of Cups, as this last one did. Right? That's the only worry here, is that, the next big win is not going to feel as good as the last big win for you. Okay? But you're not driven by success. I think you're driven by satisfaction. You're driven by purpose, by meaning. Right? I like that. If you have a prediction for the mystery card, put it in the comments anytime during the reading. Okay. Let's look around the room. We see major arcana, these two. And the Death card is about this ongoing process of transformation. And the Lust card is about the enthusiasm, the passion, the bravery and courage, the power, the creative power that it feels like we have a say in how we're transforming. And how do we transform our life? Well, through this circuit, through this cycle of accomplishment, of the inspiration and the hard work leading to the satisfaction, right? We're achieving our goal, and then the pursuit over, then to challenge ourselves again, the pursuit of the next goal. Okay. And so with the Ten of Cups, this is the card, yes, of that satiety, that I've reached the culmination, the pinnacle of whatever this effort is, whatever the Ace of Wands is from the past. We've done it. We've succeeded. We've gotten there. We've squeezed all the juice out of something. It feels so good. Yeah. And so your task now, currently in your life, is to figure out where you can push yourself a little bit more. What's the next challenge for you? The Seven of Pentacles is a card called failure. It's like the little f, failures. Where else in your life do you see a challenge waiting for you? In terms of, let's say, your own development, what's the next thing you want to work on? What's the next thing that you want to put your effort into? And and succeed and potentially get the next sort of dopamine hit, So the Seven of Pentacles is the identification of the next area of our life that we got to start working on, the next project that we want to tackle, the next endeavor, the next expedition. The next place in either in our internal life or the external world that we want to apply our efforts, to achieve something, to reach that state of satisfaction, to get that feeling of fulfillment again. And we're motivated because when we put in work and we get a reward from it, it reinforces the cycle. We're more likely to do it again. We feel more fired up. We feel more confident. We feel more capable of seeking out challenges. We're not seeking out something that's easy. What would be the point? There'd be no reward in that. You're seeking out something that is going to be just challenging enough, right? That it won't be easy, but it's doable. Okay. And so I feel like you're just about to begin. You're about to begin sort of the next, you could be already involved in this next one, because we kind of wonder if, where is the present moment in between these two cards, right? Where we've already been inspired towards something in the past. This was, I think, your last creative cycle. And then we have that Ten of Cups is kind of like, we've fulfilled that. We've gotten everything we can. We've squeezed the juice out of this one. So it could be that you're right in the middle of the next challenge. It could be that you're just about to begin. Okay, so we kind of split these cards up like that a little bit. And this is in the process of your growth, your personal spiritual growth, your self-development, but also the transformation of your life, your world, right? You understand the meaning of the Death card as being that card of constant change. The Ten of Cups, it's not going to last forever. Eventually, that good feeling of satisfaction, of joy, of jubilation is going to diminish. It's going to wane. It's going to ebb, right? And then it's like, okay, now I feel a hunger again. I feel motivated to go and do something else to satisfy this hunger. I want to feel that Ten of Cups again, right? And that's why the Ten of Cups it's a good card, but it has a shadow side to it as well. Because if we try to linger here and we just try to savor this moment forever and we try to hang on to it, it does not last. So this is somebody that, like, could achieve something great in life and they just try to ride that wave for the rest of their lives. It doesn't work out. Because they need to something else. They need to keep applying themselves, their energies to something else to keep that function, to keep it flowing. This is an end state. This is kind of like you've reached the height of this thing. Enjoy it while you got it. And then as it starts to fade away, we start looking around for something else. And it's the human way, And that's kind of the death card, knowing that everything is going to pass. Nothing is permanent. That Ten of Cups, fulfillment, satisfaction, satiety. I've stuffed myself at the buffet and I feel absolutely wonderful in this moment. Or I feel I've eaten a little too much. Knowing that it's going to fade away. Knowing that this feeling is not going to last forever. Okay, the Ten of Cups can be an overwhelming feeling. I've eaten too much. Yeah, it's not going to last. I guess the Ten of Cups could be even an unpleasant feeling. That you've been immersed in something for so long that now it doesn't feel good anymore. Okay, it's not going to last forever. We can continue the flow of energy. We can continue these cycles of our lives. And the last cycle began with this Ace of Wands. This was that big impulse, that big idea, the big inspiration. I think that you're somebody who is naturally talented, and I think that you're always looking for ways that you can explore who you are, explore what you're good at, and continue to challenge yourself. Okay. Now, if we end up, like I said, lingering too long, and we keep trying to squeeze more and more juice out of this, eventually we get a Ten of Swords, right? There's no more juice here. There's no more. The bones are picked clean. There's nothing left here. Okay. So I guess we ask ourselves, do we squeeze as much juice out of this as we can until it's completely gone, depleted, there's nothing left? Or do we sort of leave on a high note? Do we leave when it's like, okay, I'm going to leave it where there's still a little bit left to it. I'm going to move on to the next thing and leave this one intact. That makes sense. The lust or strength card at the top here is your enthusiasm, your passion. It feels like it's your courage to push yourself. It's this capability. I feel like I'm 1,000 feet tall. I feel like I can reach out and pluck a star from the night sky, put it in my pocket. It's the belief in ourselves. We feel that we can do anything. It's also the card of that appetite and how we control that appetite, how you control this hunger for achievement, this hunger for experience, for fulfillment, right? Are we going to let this beast run wild and then we end up overeating at the buffet and we sort of spoil the whole thing? Because now I just feel sick. I just want to go home. Or do we eat just enough and we leave a little bit of room so that we can just sit there and enjoy and feel good about it? So we have to have a little bit of restraint. Otherwise, we're just going to overeat every time, and it's going to be almost compulsive. Yeah. So you're somebody that has self-control. You have discipline. You have courage. And I think that you know what you're capable of and you know what your talents are. And I think you're looking for the next project, the next thing to sort of, kind of let yourself loose upon. Yeah, whether it's creative work or business or some kind of physical health thing or finances or whatever it might be. In the future position, we've got the Seven of Wands. It has to be challenging for you, otherwise it's not satisfying. It has to be something where it's like the odds are like right on the edge. Like this is just, maybe just beyond my capabilities. The odds are just a little bit against me. I like it that way, because then it means more when I achieve it. It means more when I can push through and I can do it. Yeah. And so we're looking for something that is just challenging enough that there's a chance I can't do it. There's a chance I'm going to fail, right? And that's why we have the little F's, right? 7 and 7, the little failures. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Because we want it to stretch us. We want it to be just beyond my reach, just beyond, so that I have to grow a little bit in order to grab it. Yeah. And this is, I think you're in a very ambitious energy right now. Spirit's saying that right now is the time for you to get stuff done, for you to find those things that are most challenging to you and apply yourself, because you got this creative energy now. You've got this ambition. You've got this grip. You've got this reach like never before. Okay. There is kind of a lack of water energy otherwise, right? We've got the two major arcanas. We have fire, 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 fire. We have a little bit of water. We've got a little bit of air. And then we've got a couple of earth cards. It's mostly this fire energy. You gotta forgive me for hitting the cough button here. I don't want to overwhelm you with the volume of my coughing, but both in loudness and frequency. The lack of water energy is kind of saying that, you know, we don't really feel good unless we're working on something, unless we're doing something, you know, that we're sort of seeking that euphoria of that 10 of Cups, and it's like that's what we really want right now, is that challenge, something to pursue, right? Something difficult to work on. Even if day after day after day I'm sort of failing at it, we're excited because we know that it's changing us and it's transforming us, and we know that eventually we're gonna get it. Yeah. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're currently watching from. Your general energy is the 10 of Swords. So it feels like the last cycle, there's nothing more that it can offer you. So it's maybe a relationship, maybe it's an art project, a creative endeavor, maybe it's a particular job or career or investment. It was that big inspiration of that Ace of Wands. At one point, this was the biggest thing in your life. This is the only thing you cared about, right? And you did everything you could with that. And I think you've completed it to your own satisfaction. And now it's just, there's a recognition that, okay, that's not for me anymore. If I continue to put effort into that, it's like I'm squeezing the orange. There's no more juice in it. I'm not going to keep doing it. It's a waste of time, waste of energy. So we realize that, hey, you know what? It's perfect. That last project or that last thing, whatever it is, it's perfect the way it is. And now I'm hungry for what's next. Yeah. So we're ready to move on. We're ready for the next we're ready for the next ace, you know. And we have the 5 of Wands in the environment. You're somebody that's very ambitious. I think that you are kind of in this competitive energy right now. Okay. I kind of feel that you have an energy right now that wants to get entangled in things. You're looking for something to apply yourself to. You're looking for something to have to wrestle with and struggle with. Like you want that. It's like, I don't know, it's like you just have that. You want to go to the gym and just like lift the heavy weights. You want to wrestle with somebody. You know, you want to exert yourself. Yeah. And when we're in that 10 of Cups kind of phase, we don't really want to exert ourselves, do we? Because all of your energy is focused in your gut trying to digest all that food, and we don't even want to move, right? But then we start getting hungry again, and we want to move. Now I have an appetite. Now I'm looking around everywhere for like something to do. There's this passion in you. right? That some people may look at as being competitive. Okay. I kind of feel that you thrive on a sort of competition. You thrive on other people pushing against you. It's like, it's literally like with wrestling or with like martial arts or like a sporting event or something. You like a little bit of that friendly competition that fosters growth. Okay. You like to exert yourself and know that there's something that's pushing back against you. Yeah. I feel like in your life you used to like to be alone. Maybe you had preferred to work alone. Now I feel like you really, I feel like you've come into a new type of confidence where you really want to be engaged with other people. I feel like you have such a belief in yourself. You're so confident that you want somebody to challenge you. You want to feel the pushback. You want to wrestle with somebody. So it could be that in your life you're if you haven't yet, you're being advised to maybe take up some kind of competitive sport or martial art or something physical that is a competition with somebody else. Okay. Because I think this would be a very good way for you to use a lot of this energy that you have. Okay. And Spirit's telling me that you love really old, like, sitcoms and stuff. I don't know, like the old black and white stuff. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but something I should mention, I guess. The next card that we see is in the fear, worry, concern position. It's the Princess of Pentacles. What we don't want, of course, is for all of this effort that we're putting into this new thing for it really not to go anywhere. If we get the Seven of Pentacles continuously, eventually we're going to say, hey, maybe I've misjudged something. Maybe I've calculated something wrong. Okay. Maybe this was too far beyond your ability. To this was just not the right timing for this. So we're kind of worried that all of our effort isn't going to result in anything, and we're not going to accomplish the goal, and thus not get the Ten of Cups, right? And this, again, we could be talking literally about anything that you're applying yourself to. Maybe you're just trying to fix up the house or something, or work on the car, or do the gardening. I don't know. But the idea here is that we want to put in our effort, and we want to see something really grow and blossom from our efforts. That's where that satisfaction is. It's kind of like you're tending the garden, but if you don't get to witness the plants growing, and if you don't see the beauty of the plants at the end of the season or whatever, then it's kind of like, what was it all for? So you're someone that right now you like the results of the work. You like to see that you've contributed to something, that all of your efforts, all of your strength, and all of the muscle energy that you put into something actually had an effect. Okay. And I think in your case, it is going to. Here's the Six of Wands. This is success. This is victory. This is saying that you've applied yourself in the right way to the right thing, using the right degree of force and effort, and it worked. Simply put, that in the Five of Wands competition, you are the victor. And I think that this is really strong energy. This is very straightforward. I want to look at the mystery card, though. I'm curious if this is going to be the Empress. If you have a prediction for this card, please put it in the comments down below. I'm thinking Empress, but let's see. It is the Empress, oh yeah. This is the sort of the evolution of the Princess of Pentacles. It transforms into the Empress. All the work that you've done tilling the soil and planting the seeds and putting in the work and pulling weeds and all that stuff. Now look, the garden is growing. And this is beautiful, because that's the biggest sort of concern, is that I'm applying myself to this new thing, this new area of life, and there's no guarantee it's going to work, right? I could have miscalculated. I could have misapplied my efforts. I could be using the wrong tools or whatever, right? Part of the satisfaction is just in exerting yourself, right? But seeing that there's a result through this continued fight. Doing this battle every day, not only is it leading to, the victory, you won the match, you won the football game or whatever, right? And sometimes you'll win, sometimes you won't. But the point is that you are being transformed, that your life is blossoming into this Empress life. Yeah. And so it tells me that Spirit really approves of your energy and where you're putting your energy right now. Because it is leading to a fulfillment of not just in the specific material world kind of way, but in terms of your spiritual development and the creation of your best life. Very strong confirmation. Very, very strong. Now we're going to do an extended reading as well. We're going to, you can click on the link up top and down below. We're going to do a hexagram from the Jing. We'll do some oracle cards. All right. New readings for Aquarius, Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.